Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you a very exciting announcement video slash I don't know what you want to call this, but it's a video. I really wanted to do this video early in the morning so I could tell you guys to like save up your coins. Just don't just straight up like spend your coins right away. On trying. Okay, this is what. Okay, one second. Okay, so I really wanted to get this in the morning, but I didn't know it was even coming out today. But it literally came out as soon as I was walking toward the bus a bus for the school, college and stuff like that. I found out it was like as soon as it got updated, it showed up. I've actually been really excited for this event because Totem is in this 72-hour event. I've seen like the previews for this guy. I'm really excited about this guy. But first and foremost, I want to talk about like how 72-hour challenge works. All right, so for the 72-hour event, uh, it's literally what you do is you get a bunch of coins within 3 days. So you're literally saving up coins. You get coins from farming food. You get coins from getting gold. You get coins for hatching. For the hatch or not hatching, it's like the breeding thing. The more monsters you breed, the more coins you get. I think it actually benefits if you have like the ultra breeding tree too, because I have like a legendary monster breeding at the moment. I don't know if it's legendary or not. I hope it is, because it gets you a lot more coins. But you want to breed as much as possible. You want to hatch you want to get food as much as possible. That's why the temples are a thing. And you want to get as much gold. It's more so a matter of how much you get within a certain time period. It doesn't matter. It's not like the maze coins where you have to log in every 4 hours. It's literally just straight up collecting. Uh, all right, so looking at these monsters, we got Hyperion, Tryon, and Totem. I want to talk about each one individually, which ones you guys should prioritize on, which ones you should definitely not prioritize on, and it varies much so. Okay, so here's what my opinion. If this is ranges from players that don't really know how to do the event, or just do it casually, I guarantee you should do this. You should totally just go for Hyperion. Here's why you should go for Hyperion. Uh, if you literally aren't gonna, because in truth, you have to binge play for Tryon. If you're a new player, you need to binge play for Tryon, because Tryon's cost is around 19,000 something, uh, or just 18,000 or 19,000, one of the two. It's more than likely in at 19,000 coins. Uh, Granted, that's unless you you get it within the last four cards. It is possible. I got Relbog on literally the fourth. Uh, what out of like four cards left, I got him on the first four. I was really lucky. I didn't have to binge play that night. But yeah, that's how you get Tryon. Is you have to at least binge play 1 or 2 nights. Like usually one night or 2 nights. It depends on how much your coins are getting within a setting. Uh, it's yeah. You might not get too much. I don't know if you'll get too much out of this event. So that's why you should actually go for Hyperion if you don't believe you can produce enough, or you're not going to binge play. If you're not going to binge play, don't try for Tryon. Uh, Go for Hyperion because with Hyperion you can actually. Okay, so there's a monster called Pandolph. It's literally the mascot monster. Uh, if you breed it with Pandolph, then you can get Workahulk. It's a secret breeding. You can literally find out this breeding on the wiki page. You should totally go to the wiki. Monster Legends wikis is the site to go to. Uh, and this is the monster you need to breed for Workahulk. I just say I think it's good for like a beginner. Really, it's just a really fun monster. Casual. I would think casual players enjoy this monster. It's not really the best monster, but it's a monster that you can breed a lot and break down into cells. You can literally do that. Um, it's a good breedable monster to like break down and use for the monster cell lab. He has the highest power in the game. If you value power, he has the highest. He has one of the highest. I don't know if he has the highest power now because Rador's a thing, but he did have the highest power for a long time. Uh, but yeah, you can do that. I think it's better. It's better than not. It's a for sure legendary at that point. Really, with Tryon, yeah. Again, you have to binge play. Only spend your coins. like literally save up your coins. You want to make sure you have at least enough. If you're gonna go for a monster, make sure you have enough coins. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how much each one is. Roughly, Hyperion is more than likely 9,000 coins, or like 9,000 and some odd number of hundreds. Tyron is totally 19,000 and a couple, a few hundred. Like I'm thinking like 700 at least, or 600. And Totem's around like 22 or 21k, more than likely. But okay, here's another thing too. If you really want a monster, but you don't have enough like coins, you can like obviously you can do this. So you see all the gem packs here. Okay, so yeah, if you're like, let's say you want, I'm not gonna say do this for like the epic, but if you really wanted like Tryon and you're just short a few, you can. And on second thought, no, I'm not gonna recommend that. I'd say this only for like people that want Totem but don't produce enough for Totem. You can totally like if you're just short by like 2,800, you can get the pack. You can get what you do not have left over. It's totally up to you. But you can probably also like get it like every time you get a card, the price reduces. So you might actually just save a few gems just by getting all the other cards, and then just straight up finding his card. That's doable. And yeah, now so I'm gonna talk about the monster stats and stuff like that. So with Hyperion is, in all honesty, he's not a great monster. He has just, I don't think he has an AoE. I think that's his problem. He doesn't have any AoEs. He's just straight up single target damage. I think he has like a shield and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't like him that much. I think that was his deal. I think he just has single target attacks. He doesn't have any like AoEs, and all of his like status effect stuff is 50%. Just not that great. Tryon. Okay, Tryon. I actually looked up Tryon this morning to see what he does. It's been a while since I've actually looked at this monster. Last time I looked at this monster was when he was in an offer. But yeah, this guy has a lot of AoEs. If you look him up, he literally has three AoEs. He has two thirty. I mean, yeah, they're just literally 35 and 230. 230 damaging AoEs. One of them burns. I think he's a really nice monster too. He does a lot of burst. I mean, he'll for sure burst down at least one monster, especially if you're like fighting in situations where you're fighting what is it? It's I think it was if you fight like Queen Lilith or like Valgar the Pure, when they do the AoE immunity to light. I think it's like immunity to light. I don't know if like special damage is an exception, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So if you do special damage, you can actually. I think it's that. I have to check that real quick. I think that was the case. Let's see here. I think that was the case with this. Oh no, it's just okay. So it's just light damage. But there was something that like if you use it's Ogma's shield. That's what it was. Like if you can get by Ogma's shield, that's what it was. Yeah, you can go through Ogma's shield, which is an interesting thing. Because like two of his AoEs is special damage, and he can't really defend against special damage, which is Ogma's problem. He doesn't have a shield for special damage, which is crummy. I mean, like he's a great monster. It just you can't cover special damage, which is kind of a bummer. Because more often than not, I actually just lose them. I lose the monster because they use the special attack, which is a bummer. And one of the reasons why I even brought Ogma to the fight was make sure they didn't happen, but it did. But yeah. So Tryon, it doesn't have like the best stats, but he's actually really good for beginners. If you can save up enough coins for him, I recommend getting him over Hyperion. It's just a good idea. I think it's a good idea for beginners because Fire with the Fire Temple, you can actually rank that up right away. So you should totally pick up on Tryon if you can. Again, he's like you don't have to. You probably don't have to have that much, but you're kind of working at. I'd say at least if you want to try for Tryon, wait around like 18k. You can do 17k. You can try to be lucky with it. but then yeah, you can't try to be lucky. You don't have to have like it's more preferable to have like the maximum amount of coins so you for sure get the monster. I've literally done an event where I didn't get anything. I didn't have enough coins, and that was a real bummer. All I really got from that time of 72-hour event was Varuna cells. I still have the Varuna cells. I'm still waiting for Varuna event or like sale for Varuna. That's probably coming out soon. But yeah, that's the ordeal with that. I'm actually hoping it comes out when the fraternity event comes out because I'm actually okay. So I was gonna say this, but I might as well say it now. I'm gonna get everybody 400 war coins in the upcoming week for my team and stuff like that. You're welcome, guys. Go ahead and enjoy those coinage. And yeah. I hope you like it. But yeah, I'm hoping it does before that because like then I get like 1,800 gems. I might actually save that. I might actually just save that for like because I actually have a plan for the gems in like the future and stuff like that for when I like spend money and stuff like that for the fraternity events. I'm actually gonna save my gems for when there's an Osteo class breeding event. I'm actually gonna be planning for that. Someday. I really just want to get my Osteo class to 130. I think that'd be really cool. Obviously, it's going to take like extreme saving and stuff like that, but yeah, what you can do. Yeah, what else? Okay, now we're going to go on to Totem. This is probably the most interesting conversation in the entire thing. So yeah, Totem. What is Totem and what does he do? If you don't go to the Monster Wiki page, I will tell you now he is a buffer of stats. He's like a living rune monster. But he is really interesting in the fact that instead of increasing your... he does have a thing that increases your damage, but I'm thinking instead of just your just straight up stat, I think he buffs the moves of monsters. And that can be pretty major in just like straight up play. If you were to like combine this with like... I'm thinking if you combine this with like... if you have like Oros on your team, let's say you have Oros, I think this guy would work great with Oros because he can not only can he buff his life, but he can also up the base damage of Oros's move. So if you actually like pair this guy up with Oros and you have like a buffer on your team, like let's say I don't know, like we're gonna say Fenrir, let's say Fenrir, and you have like I don't even think you need any damage runes at that point. Just because you got triple damage and then you got the buff of your base power moves. I think that would be a really good. You would have to have the AOE by the way, in order to take advantage of this. But it's just a for sure way to get your damage out. I think it'd be really interesting to see. Again, I don't know how that will play out, but I'm pretty sure the damage output's going to be really nice. And I'd actually really want to see that because Totem actually has Artifact, which is, if you ever fought like Tymeron, it's Tymeron's ability. It makes him immune to all status effects, and that's just phenomenally great. He also does, instead of just damage too, he can actually buff like the life and stamina of monsters. So if you have monsters that do like multiple attacks and all that jazz, I know people might not see that as much for like Voltic and stuff like that, but yeah, it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Especially if you pair it up with like stamina regeneration too. So it does take some setting up, but I think looks really. I mean, like it probably looks really well on paper, and stuff like that. What else? Oh, he also I don't know. I'm not too sure about his ultimate. I mean, 7% speed boost doesn't seem that high. 7% doesn't seem too great. It might be great. There just has to be something we'd have to actually see and see how it actually turns out. I'm not too sure about it. It doesn't seem. I mean, like 7% speed doesn't seem all that great. I think I'll just stick with just using his abilities. Oh, he also can decrease the stats of other enemy monster too. So he can kind of serve as obviously not just straight up damage, but he can provide help with his allies in terms of getting rid of certain monsters that they can't burst down right away. And that's really great. I'm going to be actually doing a guide on him tonight, hopefully. yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. Uh, don't go for a totem if you like. You literally not. You have to honestly. You have to binge play for this guy, and I'm probably gonna binge play a few times, like maybe tomorrow and Wednesday, just to try and get to. I really want totem. Totem's such a great month. I think he's gonna be really great. Uh, Obviously, like it's okay if you guys don't think he's gonna be great. I actually think he's gonna be great. Just because he's immune. Artifact is such a powerful ability in this game. And I think if you pair that up with like Chimera on Oros, it's just gonna be really disgusting. Uh, the survivability will just be nuts. Yeah, honestly, if you have like cooldowns activated you're on too, and you got all those buffs going around, it's just gonna be like really, really terrifying. But yeah, you just kind of have to wait and see how this guy plays out because not everybody's gonna have this guy. I actually want to see how he plays out. I think he can actually also save the uncommon and rares if you actually shove full like life runes on them. I think that's a possibility at some point. He's just a really interesting monster. I'm gonna do again. I'm doing a guide on him tonight. I hope people watch it and actually like maybe if they didn't like him too much or thought he wasn't that great. I hope they changed their mind on it. But that's alright if you don't. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this guy. His design's really cool. I like his style. I like the idea of just straight up because I've played like if you ever played like Awesome Knots, there's a guy named Scree and he kind of like does like self buffs and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of Scree. I'm probably gonna name this guy Scree too when I get him. But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I like this guy. I'm gonna try for him and stuff like that. So wish me luck on that. But yeah, okay. So just a full on recap for this November 2016 72-hour challenge. The things you should prioritize if you actually don't really care too much about this event or you don't plan on doing the right steps for this event, I highly recommend you go after Hyperion just for like for sure like breeding of Ricka Hulk. Pandolph is like stupid easy to get. I kid you not. Just get a genie and like a wood lizard and you just get Pandolph. He's just so common. Pandolph is just so easy of a epic to get. I don't like him too much, but you can get Worker Hulk out of it, which is nice. If you do somewhat actually do play a lot and you actually do it like you do your rotations a lot and stuff like that, you can actually get Tryon. Tryon's a really good fire monster. He's not as obviously he's not a Darmith, but is kind of really great in terms of AoE damage. He's just a really he's an interesting monster. He's kind of slow, but he's also like his damage output's pretty great in terms of AoE damage. And finally, Totem. Again, you have to binge play for Totem, but I think he's worth it. Because he has one of the best like traits in the game. Artifact. He's immune to everything. He can't be poisoned. He can't be bursted down. So you can actually take advantage of his life buffs, his stamina boosts, just everything. He'll be around for a while. He's honestly a really great monster, and he's actually decently fast too. I wonder how like competitive players will actually use this monster, if not at all. But I really want to see him be used. I'm gonna use him a lot when I actually get the chance to, and all that jazz. So yeah, this has been Did the Awesome. I'll catch you guys later.